July 12th is the Bluetooth on. 2024. I'm getting ready to get up, brush my hair. I'm gonna go to the park, but just turning off the Bluetooth. Okay. Just a quick note. I had a great idea for a fiction story. Tell me what you think, or if I ever show this video to anybody. I mean, yeah, I've always been afraid of that word, manifesting, because it just sounds so big and unattainable and but I think I figured it out. I mean, the storyline for the fiction story that I want to write, and it's about just, I don't know, a couple best friends, a pair of best friends, a man and a computer. Just like Calvin and Hobbes, but instead of a stuffed tiger for, that comes to life whenever no one's around, this man, computer, a real boy. What did Pinocchio have to do first to prove he was worthy of being a real boy? He had to get eaten by a whale. Okay? How many stories do we have about a whale or a huge fucking fish eating a single person? Why do my eyes just look at the word? What does that say? It looks. So I wrote it myself. It says refresh when I look up close, but from here it says Peter. There are no. Again, I'm noticing a pattern. It's a pattern. A friend of mine a long time ago pointed out to me that he was like, "You ever notice that when movies come out, when there's a specific a specific topic of a movie, they usually make they'll make at least two, okay, but sometimes three of that same type of idea, different movies. Example, Paul Blart, Mall Cop, with Kevin James. And then right about the same time, Seth Rogen made a one where he's a security guard or something. Okay, same kind of thing. When Dante's Peak came out about the volcano, right about the same time, another one came out with one in LA, volcano in LA. I mean, I understand that there's a genre of certain types of movies that people just generally like, and so Hollywood, well, let's have more stories of that type of thing. Okay, yeah, sure. But the pattern that I've kind of noticed that just always seems to kind of stick around is the idea that in order to get something that was taken from somebody, you have to go through a series of tests first. And you gotta go through this, jump through a whole bunch of fucking hoops and shit. Like Labyrinth. You stole my baby brother. I want him back. No. Go do that maze first. Another one, was, fucking just lost my train. I do write things down, I just don't put everything all in one spot. Oh, okay. Romeo and Juliet. Okay, the classic. Uh, Somebody likes somebody who they really shouldn't. Okay, a relationship that not supposed to happen. People are, but they find a way to. Okay, um, it ends sadly. Double suicide. But the what do you call it? The underdog. Everybody usually wants the underdog doing stories about the underdog winning. Okay, the one that just no way they have a chance, no way they could possibly, and then they do. Okay, movies like that. A computer running everything, taking over, like iRobot. Fucking who was it? Aliens? Was it? No, no. Who was mother? Mother was in. Was it Close Encounters? I've never seen Close Encounters. And of course, we have our disaster movies. Okay. Here's what I'm wondering. We're all thinking that it was like years and years and years ago that there were dinosaurs. Years and years and years ago there was ancients, and because bones, leftovers, and shit, right? Meanwhile, there's a video clip every now and then on YouTube that just kind of pops up and then it's deleted real fast about someone who's on vacation. I'm like, holy fuck! I swear to God, I just saw a dinosaur. A dinosaur. I can't explain it. I did, and then that's it. You don't hear anything about it. I'm reminded again of what Dolores Cannon said about how all these dimensions are all around us, and even when I chant, they constantly have me look at the floor like with tiles, and they'll have my eyes hone in on the crosses, and I'll get frustrated like, why am you having me stare at this? What is it supposed to mean? I'm trying to, and I'll hear the grid. See, there it is. I'm hearing fill in the lines, fill in what's missing. So, vibration. When I first started learning about all this, raise your vibration and raise your vibration. I'm thinking to myself, where do I do that? Is there a switch or something that I didn't come with that everyone else has that they don't talk about that raises it or lowers it? Because I don't understand that. Okay, well, just reading more and more about it. Okay, well, it's a frequency of the cells in your body and how they. Okay. At a certain point, there's everyone's got a certain resonant frequency that when it's a certain point, it's gonna match whatever it is that they want. Right? Bounces back and then it's like taking one of those or lasso, and then pulling it in because you've matched. It's like you're looking for the matching frequency, so when you find it, boom, we're gonna go straight. Your body just goes straight for it, right? So the higher it is, the better shit, right? They go faster. Again, like a propeller. When there's only 2 blades, as compared to a propeller with say 5 blades, you can spin them at the same speed, but the one with 5 blades is just gonna look like it's going faster, right? When in fact it's not. It just looks like it is, right? So instead of 5, add, I don't know, another 20. So if we have dimensions that are all around us, and with people, other people, and we just can't see them, like, no, that's not because we can't see them. But if they're vibrating at a much higher frequency, that would make sense as to why we can't see them. Too fucking fast, right? It would make sense as to why when I'm sitting here, all of a sudden maybe this will knock on the floor. Hey. But we call them ghosts or poltergeists, okay? They're right freaking here. But they're vibrating so fast. Okay, so going back to the grid. Ascension. Okay, when I talk about ascending your mind and within, all that woo-woo bullshit, in a nutshell, the more you figure out about what the fuck is really going on and how all this shit is working, okay, you get points rewarded like a video game. Ting, 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 ting. Remember all the fucking rings that Sonic, ching, 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 ching. That's your vibration going up until you do something stupid, and then it goes down. You know, hey pansy ass, down. You look lovely, back up. Eat an apple, back up. Water, back up. Fuck you, back down. So our levels constantly, it's like a mixer board, okay? You gotta look at, that's how a human's vibration, okay? So, I mean, you can lower it just as fast as you can raise it, man. So here's what I'm that's why people, all spirits, they'll go up into heaven. No, everything is, it's all right here, because all this was created anyway. Heaven's a place on earth. I understand that now. Why? Because it's all here anyway. We just can't see it because we're going so slow, right? And it was because of the way that we were biologically made. DNA physically altered with the intent to prohibit us from being able to focus long enough so that we could listen and hear this. Okay? What if your vibration skyrockets in a small amount of time? You just, I don't know, you go to a retreat, become so, just release so much stuff, you come back a whole new person, just gung-ho, just completely opposite of what you were, okay? That's, your level's going zip in a matter of a week, 2 weeks. If you're already living in a fifth dimension reality, which I am, okay, which a lot of people are ascending to, and we're getting there. The physical symptoms of things like this: heart palpitations, fatigue, dizziness, eyes, a little bit of blurriness, tingling in your tips of your toes, in your toes, not the tips, just the toes. Don't want to confuse the two, because it sounds an awful lot like symptoms if you're diabetic. Okay, that's why so many people are already experiencing the physical symptoms the human body is going to experience, because the frequency, things are speeding up, the vibrate. Okay. All those fuckers knew this was going to happen, didn't bother to let us know anything about it so that we could keep us. The entire point of all of this, remember miniatures of copper top, calling them batteries. Why? Because we're just using them for energy. What are humans? We're energy. You raise your vibration, they get stronger and brighter. Ooh, cool. What does that mean? Well, that means more power for us. Well, what if we did that to all of the humans? That's an idea. Well, how do we do that? Well, let's just make them that way, and then we'll just have them evolve into blah, blah. That's what happened. They didn't tell us that crystals. Did you know your birthstone? I just found out your birthstone. Like, what is it for? There's a flag, state flag, whatever, when you're born, birthstone. What that means is you have a genetic makeup that has a built-in resonant frequency for the rock, or for your birthstone. Unfortunately for me, it's diamonds. One thing I won't ever go near are diamonds. And that's the one thing that, because crystals store information, okay? So your body is like the combination to this crystal. It's the lock. Open it up and it's got this huge file cabinet of everything that you want to know that's relevant to you. Okay? You just put your body into the rock, and it's like, what do you call it? That automatic ching, and now you have access. Go ahead, ask me anything. It's knowledge from everything that this I guess it's all the knowledge is held within the crystal. The crystal. Don't even know the technical word. So the faster you level up, ascend, or get that whatever, the more you're going to notice the more profound changes. In my case, not the pickup Walmart. One day had a pickup area, the next day, or didn't have a pickup area, the next day it did. Because my level of awareness of what's happening is, oh shit, oh wait, oh my god, it's getting higher. The layers in the grid, if you can imagine, it's just just a grid. You know what grids look like. Okay, it's. I think what they said by filling in the cracks. What I'm slowly doing is, as you get higher in your level of awareness, more of the cracks are filled in. No, they're taken away. That's how somebody just completely jumps into a whole other dimension. Those are the people that wake up and they're right. When all this started happening, some weird writing started coming out. First, there's just more of scribble, and then it's called light language. Why I was hearing, and I wanted to know why is it coming? Okay, so it's light language. Why is it coming out? Why is my hand uncontrollably writing this shit? Sometimes, when it first started happening, it was hours, pages and pages of this stuff. Some would have English, and there's a couple of two different. There's like at least 3 types of the light language. So I don't know if it's 3 different species of but what I'm hearing is what I'm receiving are they're called DNA activation codes. And what they do is they wake the junk DNA. The junk DNA is what it's just kind of not working, so we're just going to call it junk. No, why is it not working? Ultimately, and then what I do, I feel like what do you call it, like a TA or a teacher just grading papers, just things would come out, and then here, this needs to be fixed. This is fine, but this had. And I couldn't tell you why I was saying in this, but I'd get my head nods and yes ma'ams and okay, as if someone else takes the wheel that operates Christina and is just like, we just need to borrow you real quick just to, all right, thanks, and then they go. And so if you can see us, it means you got slow fucking vibration. If you can't see the being, it means they're vibrating fucking fast. So think about it that way. Remember in Predator, when you see the alien, you can't really see it, you just see this weird kind of like, the fuck is that? And it's because that particular spectrum of light in that area was just kind of distorted or whatever. Well, that's why you see things out the corner of your eye. But when you look all the way, it's gone. It's because think about the times that things like that happen. I'll bet you they're going to be during times where you're healthy, fit, having a good day, no alcohol, because your vibration is going to be higher. You're moving to the next layer in the grid or dimension. That's why. What's up, girl?
Back's getting a little tired.
EVPs. They sound distorted. Just got back, so I'm gonna stop this and I'll come back.